the Alchemist. If one day you dream of a treasure waiting for you far away, would you have the courage to leave everything behind and set out to find it? Paulo Coelho, The Alchemist, written by the Brazilian author, is not merely a tale of adventure. It is a spiritual map, guiding you to realize that the true treasure lies not at the journey's end, but within your own heart. Today, let us follow the footsteps of Santiago, a young shepherd, to feel, reflect, and discover answers for ourselves. The journey begins. The story follows a young man with a dream to explore the world, choosing the life of a shepherd to roam freely. Through this choice, his fascinating journey begins. Along the way, he meets many people and gradually realizes that if he stays too close to familiar faces, they become inseparable parts of his life. This leads him to ponder, if he doesn't conform to their expectations, they may be disappointed, as people often believe they know how others should live, while remaining uncertain about their own paths. With this in mind, he yearns to make new friends in the unfamiliar places he visits. One night, Santiago has a recurring dream about a child leading him to a treasure hidden at the pyramids of Egypt. The vision of the treasure haunts him, prompting him to seek a gypsy woman who interprets dreams. She tells him, "Go to the pyramids of Egypt. If a child has shown you the way, there must be a treasure waiting." Still uncertain about following her advice, Santiago meets an old man who shares a profound insight. At some point, people lose control of their destiny and let fate take over. The old man explains that the soul of the universe is nourished not only by joy, but also by sorrow, mystery, and envy. He urges Santiago never to forget this unity and to heed the language of signs, staying true to the path he has chosen to its very end. Trials and experiences. Santiago's quest for the treasure begins as he sets foot in Africa. But life is never easy. Upon arriving, he is deceived by a stranger and loses all his money, leaving him penniless, homeless, and unable to understand the local language. He weeps. Yet, he soon regains his composure, telling himself, "I can view the world through the eyes of a victim robbed of everything, or through the eyes of an adventurer seeking treasure." He learns to observe, to perceive beyond words, and to decipher the unspoken language of life. During his journey, Santiago meets a crystal merchant. With optimism, hard work, and relentless effort, he helps the merchant's business thrive, earning enough money to continue his quest. He reflects that a decision is only the beginning. Once made, it sweeps you forward like a rushing river, carrying you to places unimaginable at the outset. The desert journey is fraught with hardship and danger, scorching winds, illness, and wars raging around him instill fear in Santiago and his caravan. Yet, in those trying moments, a companion shares wisdom. "I live only in the present. If you can stay in the present, you'll be a happy person. You'll see that the desert is alive, the sky is full of stars, and people fight because it's human nature." Thus, life becomes a grand festival, a meaningful celebration, for it exists only in the moment we are living. Nothing in life happens by chance. The closer you live to your dreams, the nearer your path draws to your goal. There's no need to worry about what lies ahead, for anyone can achieve their desires if they persevere. When there's no turning back, you must find the best way to move forward. The journey's end. After a long and arduous journey, Santiago reaches an oasis. There, his keen observation of the universe's signs enables him to save the oasis from a devastating war. He meets a wise alchemist and falls in love with a girl named Fatima. He wishes to marry her, but she responds, "Go find your treasure. If I am truly part of your destiny, you will return to me one day." Fatima, a woman of the desert, understands that men must leave to return. She has found her own treasure, Santiago, and now waits for him to find his, trusting they will reunite. Alongside the alchemist, Santiago leaves the oasis to continue his quest to the pyramids. The alchemist teaches him to listen to his heart, for it knows all things, born from the soul of the universe and destined to return there. The heart often fears suffering, but Santiago must remind it that worse than suffering is never daring to pursue one's dreams. No heart suffers when it bravely chases its aspirations, for every moment of pursuit is a moment of meeting the divine and the eternal. 6. Messages of the Alchemist. First message. When you want something, all the universe conspires to help you achieve it. This encapsulates Santiago's entire journey in The Alchemist. The story introduces various characters representing different ways of life. Some, like Santiago's parents or the fabric merchant's daughter, choose comfort and routine, content with stability. Others, like the Englishman with his suitcase of books, seek the world's knowledge but lose themselves in it. Santiago, however, embodies those who crave adventure and discovery. Though not well read, he possesses a sensitive heart and keen observation. His courage to pursue his dream, however vague or distant, earns him a compass within his heart. No matter how often he strays, his heart reminds him to press on. We all have dreams, pure, fervent ones from childhood. Yet, as adults, life's pressures often bury them. The question is, do we dare, like Santiago, to pursue our dreams with courage? Second message. Everything in life is a sign. Nothing happens by chance. This is a lesson from the Englishman to Santiago. His journey to Egypt begins with a gypsy's cryptic advice, leading him not only to treasure, but also to the love of his life. If everything were mere coincidence, the concept of destiny would lose meaning. From a vague prophecy, Santiago embarks on an uncertain path, facing setbacks like theft and moments of despair. Yet these challenges are signs teaching him perseverance, guiding him toward his treasure. Life is like a symphony with highs and lows. If it feels dull, it may be a sign to pause, recharge, and prepare for the next leg of your journey. Third message. The only thing that makes a dream impossible is the fear of failure. Santiago meets people paralyzed by fear, like his parents, who prefer a safe, predictable life and wish the same for him as a priest. Defying their expectations, Santiago becomes a shepherd to explore the world. The greatest failure is not falling, but refusing to act. Fear of failure halts progress, keeping us stagnant. By daring to act, success becomes attainable. Failure is the mother of success. It's not a reason to stop, but a source of strength and invaluable lessons no classroom can teach. Fourth message. The secret of life is to fall 7 times and rise 8. Santiago's path is not smooth. Obstacles and doubts threaten to derail his dream. Yet, the sight of 2 stones given by the King of Salem rekindles his purpose. Life is never easy, and instead of wishing for wealth alone, we should seek the strength to rise after each fall. As the saying goes, to see a rainbow, you must endure the rain. Success demands perseverance through hardship. Strive relentlessly, and you'll reap the rewards you deserve. Fifth message. If you can conquer yourself, you can conquer the world. Our greatest enemy is ourselves. You cannot change the world without first mastering your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Personal growth is a lifelong journey, requiring daily effort to become a better version of yourself. Once you achieve this, you gain the power to overcome the world's challenges. Sixth message. Forgiveness changes your perspective. Forgetting loses the lesson. Mistakes and failures leave deep scars, tempting us to erase them from memory. Instead of forgetting, we should forgive. Forgiveness doesn't mean erasing the past, but transforming pain into lessons to avoid repeating mistakes. Forgetting risks, repeating the same errors. Forgiveness frees you from torment, turning wounds into wisdom, empowering you to move forward without falling into the same traps. We are all Santiago. Each of us carries a dream, sometimes buried beneath fear, doubt, and the words of those around us. But if we dare to take a step, to believe in our dreams, to listen to our hearts, then every challenge becomes a lesson. Every person we meet a sign, and every stretch of the journey brings us closer to our true selves. The treasure is not gold or silver. The treasure is growth, love, the ability to understand the language of the universe, and a deeper knowledge of ourselves.